Cain and Abel. In a world just beginning to bloom, lived two brothers, Cain and Abel. Cain, the elder, was a diligent farmer, his hands always dusty with the rich dark earth. He loved the smell of freshly turned soil. Abel, the younger, was a gentle shepherd. He spent his days tending to his flourishing flock, their wool as soft as freshly sculpted clouds. He loved the quiet bleating of his sheep. Each brother wanted to show their gratitude to the Creator. Cain carefully selected the finest fruits and vegetables from his bountiful harvest, arranging them neatly on a stone altar. Abel, with a pure heart, chose the very best of his flock, a pristine lamb without blemish. He brought it to his altar, a humble offering of his devotion. When the Creator looked upon their offerings, a wisp of smoke gracefully rose from Abel's altar, a sign of acceptance. But from Cain's, the smoke stayed stubbornly low, clinging to the ground. Cain's heart began to fill with resentment. Why had Abel's offering been favored? A dark cloud, not of smoke but of envy, started to fester in his thoughts. The Creator, seeing Cain's troubled spirit, spoke to him with a gentle but firm voice. "Why are you so angry, Cain? If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it," the Creator admonished. Cain listened, but the seeds of anger had already taken root deep within him. One sunny afternoon, Cain approached Abel with a seemingly friendly smile. "Come, brother," he said, his voice a little too sweet. "Let us walk in the fields." Abel, unsuspecting, followed his older brother into a secluded part of the field, far from their altars and their homes. The air grew strangely quiet. There, in the quiet solitude, Cain's resentment finally erupted. He struck Abel down, silencing his gentle bleating and his kind heart forever. Cain tried to conceal his terrible deed, covering the evidence with loose earth. But the earth itself seemed to sigh with sorrow, unable to hold such a secret. Soon, the Creator's voice boomed. "Cain, where is your brother Abel?" Cain, vexed and defensive, replied, "I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper?" "What have you done?" the Creator asked, his voice filled with sorrow. "The voice of your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground." As a consequence of his actions, Cain was cursed. The ground would no longer yield its strength to him, and he would become a restless wanderer on the earth. Cain lamented, "My punishment is more than I can bear. Anyone who finds me will surely kill me." His heart was heavy with regret and fear. But the Creator, in his mercy, placed a special mark upon Cain. This mark was not for punishment, but for protection, so that no one who found him would harm him. Cain left that place, a wanderer indeed, but with a new understanding of the weight of his choices. He carried his mark, a constant reminder, but also a promise of safety. He learned to live with his past, finding new ways to contribute, perhaps even teaching others about the dangers of resentment and the importance of kindness. And so, the tale of Cain and Abel reminds us that while anger can lead to great sorrow, there is always a path for change, and even in our mistakes, there is a chance for a new beginning. The end